I'm gonna give y'all the whole message now, just in case y'all don't listen to the end of the podcast. Karl, we don't want to hear all the Kenya. Here's the message: find some people you could get on one accord with. Well, I don't care how many. Find 2, 3, whatever. We experienced it for years before. Now I got to experience in a different light, and I'm telling y'all, I'm not trying to be funny, but the world is a joke, bro. The amount of time that we talk about stuff and don't execute on stuff, we sit in board meetings all the time, bro. We trying to change the paint color and it take 2 months. What we were able to accomplish in, 4 days, it wasn't even a week. In 4 days, people on one accord built a classroom that these kids are gonna forever, their life forever changed off of a classroom.
Secret to Success podcast, baby.
What's going on, world? Welcome to another edition of the Secret to Success podcast. I'm your host, CJ, joined as always by the Kenyan sensation.
Not the
Mr.
Kenyan.
Karl Wesley Phillips.
What's going on, y'all?
I got Douglas in the building. Douglas, what's happening?
I don't know. I just used to that. It was like the rhythm was off.
No, Dr. King is not with us. He'll be back with us shortly. He got a few stories to tell y'all. You know, he got jammed up again. Let me just say that. I'll let him speak for himself. A lot of y'all already deduced it on the Patreon. Shout out to the Patreon fam. They was like, hold up, is Maul better not be? I said, well, we'll let Maul tell his own story. Because if I do it, then they're going to say I'm bullying them again. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I tend to do that, so I'm lay off it. But, man, what's going on, y'all? How y'all feeling?
Oh, man, bless. So I ain't going to lie to y'all.
Yeah.
I thought I had beat the jet lag.
Yeah.
But last night, we talked yesterday, and I was like, oh, we good.
You was bragging.
Bodied, 2 o'clock this morning, I was like, all right, where we at? What's going on? So it hit me today, but no, we good.
Way more.
I called you at 6. It went straight to voicemail. I said, yeah, that's jet lag hit Karl.
I mean, it take about 2 weeks, bro.
Yeah.
It take about
No, I
2
figured
weeks.
out how to beat it. I don't never had jet lag no more.
At all?
Never.
I tried to tell him, but I told him later. It's the water, right?
Yeah. I promise you, bro. I'm not playing. We went to Ghana, came back. Bro, I'm talking about, I don't miss a beat now. I really figured out how to beat it.
You do have to hydrate.
Ever since that time, me and E did, they said.
They told us.
Yeah,
they told
because
us.
you dehydrated when you fly that long. And so some kind of way, when you try to go to sleep and you trying to do all of that, it's not working. Ever since then, I've been drinking a ton of water on the plane. As soon as I get off the plane, making sure I'm super hydrated. Bro, I
told Karl do the tea. I just did the tea. I kept doing the tea.
I came back from Ghana very first day, went to bed at the normal time, woke up at the normal time. People think I'm playing. South Africa, I just don't. I figured out how to beat it, dog. I ain't had jet lag in a long time.
I don't think your body know what time zone you on a regular now. You just all jacked up.
Yeah, because I be gone so much that in different time zones that I don't even. I was in Cali just a little while ago. Came back. I'm like, I'm good. It don't bother me. So I know you be out there for a couple weeks. So you know what I'm saying.
I'll be straight though. I don't have it. Like you said, it is. It's water. You drink your water. And you go to bed at the right time. It's like when you come back, don't let your body tell you go to bed at 1 o'clock in the morning.
So we did that. As I said, the first couple of days we came back, bro. I'm talking about like we forced because we got back like 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Where Tamisha went outside in the garden. I'm talking about like straight off the plane, outside in the garden.
You gotta fight
clean
that
up.
urge
We
to
did some stuff, you know what I'm
straight
saying?
to
And by like 8:30 crash, bro. I'm talking about slept great. Woke up 6 the next morning. I was like, oh, we on to it. Literally the whole 4 or 5 days we've been back, 8 o'clock to 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 5:30, something like that. So, bro, I was like, oh, we got it. Like we got it. Yesterday just hit me, bro. I was like, ooh.
You got up at 2. How long was you up for?
Bro, 2. I stayed up from 2 to 5 this morning. I fell asleep by 5:15. Literally. About
that's the
5:15.
worst. Yeah. Now you're gonna have to fight it again because your body gonna
That's what I said. I was like, I gotta start all over again today.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, man. All right, we ain't gonna hold it up. I mean, you know, we gotta. I mean, me and Maul kind of did a Ghana episode. We'll talk about that a little bit more when Maul get back, but. The ball is in your court, my brother. Tell us how it was. I purposely have not talked to Karl.
And,
literally. Walk us through pictures too, like
I got you.
We can
I got you.
no,
So what my ultimate goal is, because I'll be honest with you, I don't think I can do justice to it.
Yeah.
Like just being real, bro. Just what I saw and heard and experienced, I cannot communicate that effectively. I'm just gonna say that off the rip, bro. It was too much. But so let me give the whole history, and I'll make sure Patreon. Let me apologize to Patreon. My Wi-Fi and service there was jacked up, so I sent 1 or 2 little clips, but I can keep them up to date like I wanted to. But the trip started out literally last year. Let me go all the way back.
Wow.
This year is my parents' 50th wedding anniversary.
Man, come on.
50 years.
Clap it up for that. 50 years, bro.
Bruh, 50 years. So I look at them.
50 ball.
Like, you know, going
He
to...
and Diddy right there. They're right behind E and Diddy.
Almost
E
there.
and Diddy got 57.
So my mom, we started out with like, man, should we do a vow renewal? Or, you know, something is 50, it's a big thing.
Yeah, yeah.
So we were like, let's not let this go. So it just kind of shifted somewhere in the process. My mom was like, yo, I think we should do a mission trip. And we were like, But come to find out, it's something that my dad always wanted to do, years and years and years. He just always, but again, my dad is the most self-sacrificing person on the planet. So he's like, bro, whatever I need is not important.
Yep.
Family, let me take care of everybody else. So made the decision like toward the end of last year. And then my brother just kind of started doing some research on different organizations, finding some stuff. So we came across, shout out to Maranatha Volunteers International. It's a SDA organization. But they've been doing it for, I believe it's like 50 years. Just legitimately just traveling the world, wherever there's a need. There's no like, it ain't like this region, that region. Wherever there's a real need, boom, they're there, bro. So
I figure out how to want to know it's a need. That's crazy.
So some people reach out to them.
Okay.
But I honestly don't know.
I mean, we think 50 years ago it wasn't technology.
Right, like that.
Like it is now.
Yeah, that's real. So, but anyway, we get to the point now, it's like, hey, this is real. We going.
Yeah.
So my parents, my 4, and then my brother's 4. So 10 of us all going together as a family to just like, yo, it's, you know, celebrating them, but bigger than that, let's do something as a family that will, you know, one of these stamps in our family history kind of thing. So, man, book flights, everything. And the trip begins. So we had a couple stops. We did Boston because we couldn't get no direct flights. So we did Boston from here. Short layover in Boston, maybe like 2 hours, and then Boston to Amsterdam.
Okay.
And then we had like a 3-hour layover there.
Amsterdam.
The Amsterdam is the one.
Yeah.
And then we had like a 3-hour layover in Amsterdam, and then Amsterdam to Nairobi. So both flights was like, what, 8-9 hours, something in that range. So again, we traveled pretty much 24 hours from the time I left my house.
The kids.
They were good because they're excited. They had that excited bug. They were good. So we get there and we get to Kenya literally at like midnight, roughly around midnight. So the organization had it. Let me just shout out to them, bro. It's organized. It's I joke and say
the organization is organized.
It's organized. There's infrastructure, right?
It.
So there is. When I said I joked and I called it an all-inclusive mission trip. That's what I call it. So you pay up front, but bro, transportation, food, everything is taken care of for you. Now it's Kenya, so we not on no Western. Like let's just be real. It ain't that. But in terms of what we were going to do and what they did, bro, excellent. So buses there at the airport, hour and some ride to the first hotel that we just gonna spend the night there. Get this, because the place where we were going is still like 6 hours away. So travel is not done yet.
So you're in Nairobi when you land, and you stay in Nairobi or you stay
outskirts of Nairobi.
Okay.
So we there.
How was the accommodations?
I would say I told E, like if I were to go Kenyan scale, because we can't compare it to this scale. Kenyan scale, I would say a 2.5 star. 2.5 star. We got
on the Kenyan
Kenyan scale.
So let me ask you though, how was Nairobi like? Did you get to
Nairobi is, and again, we flew in late, so we just kind of like, you know, landed, but flying in, bro, New York City. It's city. Like I'm talking about like everything, malls, the whole nine, like it's legit. And you driving away from there, we getting to see all the hotels and all the stuff, so it's legit. But the further out you go, literally, I'm just like, bro, it's just villages. And when I say villages, like this was new to me. Barbados is not like people say Barbados is third world, and it is, but it was developed for my entire life. I never saw that construct. So driving now, just seeing nothing but dirt. And then in the middle of this, you just see a couple little brick buildings and there's a village. And then it's dirt and then there's a village. That's a lot of Kenya. So we're driving through like 2 or 3 villages. And
6 hours?
So that's the next day. So the night, like an hour and a half, we drive an hour and some to get to the first hotel.
Toledo.
Right, Toledo, right? So we crashed there that night, get up, breakfast. By that time, all the volunteers are scheduled to arrive at the same time. So we all, like now.
What y'all eating for breakfast?
So And funny enough, dude, the food was legit. Like they got eggs. They had a spread of, what do you call it? So cereals. It was like almost a decent continental breakfast. It was strong. I ain't gonna lie, because we know what to expect.
Yeah.
Embassy Suites.
Whoa, hold on now.
Back
when E was the pusher man.
With the
had to see
ticket.
E for them tickets. He got knocked 3 times at the door.
You want the hot food.
Strong British influence. So, you're going to have the baked beans, the boiled eggs, like that kind of stuff. So, think British. So, they got that potatoes, all that, but still solid.
Get my flight back home.
I can't mess with the baked beans for breakfast.
Hey,
bro.
listen, I love my UK brethren.
Yeah, but he grew
one
up
thing
in
y'all don't know
Barbados,
how to
so
do is breakfast.
They have a British influence
too, yeah.
So he's accustomed to it.
Oh, I'm telling you though. Let me tell you something. London, take your whole breakfast, make 2 of them, and throw them both in the trash. Because y'all know y'all is foul. Let me tell you something. Come to the States. I'm going to show you how to make bacon. Bro, you don't boil it. Okay? You fry it.
But yeah, so now that next morning it's a total of 29 people, right? So 10 of us and then 19 other volunteers, we all at the hotel, get on board the buses. And
is it mostly families, other families, or is it just random people?
It's just random people. Just
White
random
folks?
people. Bruh, everything. I'm talking about Hawaii,
You know the whites.
Dominica. I'm talking
we like
about
to get over there and serve now.
legit. And truthfully, I expected it to be all white. Let me just be honest. I thought it was going to be our family. No, it was a mix, bro. I'm talking about mixed Indian, like everybody.
Okay.
Right? So I'll probably look at the numbers and see. But it was a beautiful balance.
Okay.
So get on the buses.
You had a 2.5 star, a Kenyan 2.5 star.
Yeah.
So what does that mean though? Because the people want to, and I'm only asking you because people want to know. Like Kenya is a place where a lot of people would probably never get to go or think about going. So when you say 2.5 star,
Motel 6.
I would say. So again, it's how do I want to say it?
That's a 3.
You know how you got you said there's 3. You know how you got the courtyard boy in the middle? So it's that. But I'm saying it's an older facility, right? Okay. So beds, whatever, the showers could use a little bleach.
Camp meeting. Camp meeting that took CJ.
You can get it cleaned up a little bit, but again, I'm saying for our intent, that hotel is literally one night sleep, get up for 4 or 5 hours, and we hitting the road. So again, intent and purpose, we don't need a lot. We need somewhere to sleep, shift your bags around, and we hit the road again. So. Buses load up. They got these big, like 28 passenger buses for the group. So we jump on the bus, and now, like I said, it's a 6-hour-ish ride. And again, 6 hours because we stop 1 or 2 places. They get it. Like you want to see some stuff, all that. So there's like a 15-minute stop here, restroom break here. We probably stopped like three or 4 times.
Was the roads paved?
So these roads were paved, yes.
That's a Honda.
These roads were paved, yes. Right. So
Ghana trip on the way to the castle
was brutal.
Bruh, again, I'll wait till tomorrow to get back, but oh man.
Yeah, we got some of that.
Potholes, let me say something. I would never disrespect the potholes. These was like craters. And I'm talking about boom, 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 4 hours. No. Oh yeah.
So all right.
Y'all know I get motion sickness easy. That's why.
Yeah. So you can't. So you can't do this one.
Paved.
Yeah, you can't do. These were paved.
Oh,
so now we get to where we're going. So again, it's like a day excursion. We see different things. Yes. AC on the bus. Yeah, we good.
That's a 3.
AC on the
Take
bus.
it up there.
Yeah, come on.
So fast forward again, sightsee a little bit, see a couple other cities. Narok was one of the cities we drove through, stopped there. They had this is weird. They had a beautiful bathroom, like artistic, like people painted the walls. You see a lot in Cali with the walls painted. It was kind of that murals, that kind of stuff. Stopped there, chill. We're just talking to people. What blew my mind is that, everything is in English. All their signs. I didn't expect that. Swahili is their main language, so I thought it would be, everything, all the signs, grocery store, everything. Yeah. You'd see 1 or 2 little, but then the majority of the people that we interacted with, they speak some kind of English pretty well. So you could just walk up to people and start talking. Of course, it's an accent, so you got to kind of figure out some of the vowels especially, but...
Well, you got to do that in America.
Right, that's real.
From New Orleans.
That's real. So we get to the second hotel now, and this one I'd bump up to 3.5, 4. This one was
the one where
we're staying. Yeah.
Okay,
so now watch this. So again, facilities great, breakfast, lunch, dinner catered, everything. Right. Mm-hmm. The place where we're going to serve. I'm gonna let y'all guess. It took us about within an hour and a half to 2 hours to get there every single day, going and coming. How many miles you think?
Oh,
just throw a number out.
I'm saying 22 miles.
22. What you think?
I'm gonna say less just because you asked, but I mean 10 miles maybe.
Bro, it was like 12 miles and took us almost 2 hours. But to your point,
I know.
the first.
I only know because we went to Ghana. And I was like, oh, yeah, the castle ain't too far. 4 hours.
Bruh.
She about 2.5 miles.
Ran
Bruh.
there.
Oh, bro.
Could have jogged there.
Oh, bro. Let me tell you something.
I would say the first 15, 20 of it was paved.
Yeah,
and then we
after
go
that,
off-road, bro, and
boom,
we going
boom,
up a
boom,
mountain.
boom, boom. Oh, yeah.
Right, so the place we're going is up a mountain,
Yeah.
bro. So it's an hour and a half ride
Yeah.
up there, and they joked and called it, "Hey, welcome to the Kenyan massage," because you gonna be the whole
Oh,
way.
yeah.
I'm talking about the
Oh, yeah,
whole
nah.
way up there. It's like
Yeah,
that.
bro. I took a Dramamine, though, so I was straight. My
was
wife,
good?
no. She was like, me and Avery, we both get most.
Oh, Avery got it too.
Oh, big time. Yeah, she can't stand
It was real, but I'm gonna tell you. So let me get into the actual stuff now, bruh. That drive up there, every single day we started to look forward to it, and here's why. And you probably experienced some of this. I don't know who they are, where they come from, but we're passing maybe 4 or 5 again villages. Like again, you're just going through these dirt roads, bro. And it's a village will pop up, a couple houses. They got boarding schools, so then you'll just drive for a little bit. Another. Bruh, it's 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds coming out the grass just to wave at us and say good morning. Bruh, I'm talking about little. So we just driving at first, it's like, yo, what's that? And you just seeing kids, bro, with the biggest smiles, and they're like waving, good morning, have a good day. And we just like, what?
Crazy.
Bruh, the entire way up.
Wow.
Come on. Flight attendant
The
dream.
entire,
Oh,
bruh,
yeah.
when I tell
Oh,
you,
he would've had
you would have stopped the bus.
You know
You would have
what I'm
had
saying?
to.
I had to get off.
Yeah.
Bruh, I got footage of, we passed one of the boarding schools. This was on one of the evenings coming back down. Bruh, they ran out the classrooms. And again, I don't understand what's going on. I don't know if they know that we're volunteers. They know we're helping
Yeah,
the
they
community. I'm assuming they do, but it's still so far from where we're going. But again, it's one road and one
I
road
was so
out.
pissed in Ghana. Everywhere I went, they was like, America. I'm like, how y'all know I ain't from here? You just know, I just got the look. You know what I'm saying?
It's the light skin.
Yeah, bro, I ain't like that. But they were saying that to everybody. Candace, Maul, they was like, Americans. I was like, what? Hold on, bro.
So we get up there finally, man, and I'm telling you, it's on top of a mountain, bro. It's so scenic. They got a tea factory just down the hill from the school. So all the land around is like really well manicured. It's like a tea farming area.
Yeah.
So it's well manicured. So you're driving through the mountains, bro. You're just seeing, the land, bro. And it's land like Texas, California kind of land.
Yeah.
Like you're just looking at land everywhere, mountains, whatever. So we get to the top though. Bro, the kids are outside waiting. So let me give the whole construct. It's a boarding school that we're going to help, right? They have, I think the last count was 384 students that are staying there and 15 teachers that run the whole thing. Just do the math on that. How many, bro, it's almost 400 of them and 15 teachers.
But here go the thing. Them kids behaved. I already know.
You are, bruh,
Let me tell you something. 15 teachers, 400 in the States.
Alcatraz.
Good night. Oh, you're done.
Alcatraz.
You had to, bro.
15 teachers, and they're running that whole joker, and it's like middle through high school. No, there's younger kids. The ages were, I think the youngest I saw was from like maybe 3rd or 4th grade, and I'm not 100% sure on that. But again, you're talking about a lot of kids, bro, almost 400 kids, and bro, the facility, so the Maranatha has gone there a couple times before, so they're already starting to build some classrooms. They built 2 dorms for them because they didn't have that before. But bro, we walk into the all classrooms. I'm not trying to be funny. I promise you, like, you lean on that too hard, bro, and it's going down. You got 40 kids in there. Bro, we walk into classrooms and the kids are, bro, they're singing songs like, welcome, welcome. They got a whole song coming. And they're like, yo, what do you do? So I said, like, I told them I do video stuff. They're like, teach us. I think Tamisha said, oh, he do biology. They're like, teach us biology. Wow. Bro, just in the class. Like, I was like, well, all right. Like, what's the last thing y'all do in class? They're like, the heart. I was like, all right, so y'all know veins, capillaries. And they start like, yeah, and bro, just like that. Their thirst for knowledge on a whole different level. So again,
What
that's day
age was
one. So that classroom was like a 5th grade that I had walked into. But that was like day one.
Javante. Javante don't want to learn nothing.
So they did like a welcome ceremony. Like they got like a church structure kind of built at the entrance. There we go in, and I'll show you. I got pictures, all of it. I have so many photos, and I don't have them organized. I don't want to like. So I'm literally gonna do a documentary or something about it where people can see all of it. But so we go in there, and day one, there's a construction leader that is with us. So let me shout out the lady. Loretta Spivey is her name. I understand leadership now. Again, we're doing this for a while, but outside of this context, I was like, how is this lady going to get 29 people from all over the world, different perspectives, different whatever, to lock in and do this job, bruh? Yeah. Within the first couple of hours, she said, let me just explain something to y'all. Perspective. This is the first day at the hotel. Let me go back. She said, we don't need y'all here. Like, that's a weird thing to say for people that just flew halfway around the world. She's like, we have construction crews. We have people that can do all the work that you're going to do literally in a matter of hours that it will take you a couple of days to do. I want you to understand this closely.
Oh, well, what the hell am I doing?
So at first I was like, well, what?
To the real five star.
She said,
if that's the case, I got to spend some bread to go.
Right. She said, our mission is to build you. Bruh.
Yeah, you not here. Yeah, oh, wow, that's deep.
Bruh.
Yeah, you ain't here to build.
It literally set the tone for the trip. She's like, oh, no. Our mission is to build people, and the people that we build help us help others. But our mission is you. And I was like, whoa. So, bruh, in a matter of hours, she just had this whole team corralled. I'm talking about like that first night, everybody that brought. So again, they gave us like lists of stuff to bring, like just supplies, pencils, paper, glue, whatever you need in the school, all that. Bruh, in hours, I'm talking about like people just self-organizing into groups. Boom, I got this for the teachers. Boom, boom. You just see it happening. I'm just like, yo. So let me. I should have started here. My spoiler alert for this whole thing is just one accord. Bro, one accord. And again, I'm going to give y'all the whole message now, just in case y'all don't listen to the end of the podcast. Karl, we don't want to hear all the Kenya. Here's the message. Find some people you could get on one accord with. We experienced it for years before. Now I got to experience it in a different light. And I'm telling y'all, what we were able to accomplish in 4 days. It wasn't even a week. In 4 days, people on one accord. So that's the message. Get on one accord with some people. I don't care how many. Find 2, 3, whatever.
Yo, what's up, fam? It's your boy, E.T. Let me tell you, when I say overjoyed, when I say ecstatic, this is probably one of the greatest announcements that I will ever make. The You Matter Youth Summer School Program. This summer, for free, your boy E.T. is finally going to release an online version. Just being real, the summer's supposed to be a breakthrough. The summer's supposed to be a time when you studying on your own. For a lot of us, summer school it's a breakdown. It's not a breakthrough. And so this summer, I want to help your babies get a breakthrough, not a breakdown. So here's what I'm going to do this summer. I'm going to say it one more time. Absolutely free, right? We're going to make sure academically your babies are in front of the top world-class educators, right? I'm bringing some of my NFL friends, some of my NBA friends, some of my MLB friends, right? Some of my entrepreneurs that's killing the game, right? To really teach them and walk them through some stuff. We got some of the best counselors that's going to really walk them through the identity crisis, boy. Listen to them. We're going to talk about career readiness. Look, we doing it all. All they need is their phone. That's it. All they need their phone and some accountability. You're supposed to wake up and you're supposed to be at your phone at this time. You're supposed to wake up and do this assignments. And so listen to me. If you out there, if you're a coach, if you're a mentor, if you're a teacher, if you're a parent, if you're a counselor, if you're a principal, it's going down. It's your boy E.T. Listen to me very closely. It's now or never. Now you know. Let's go.
So we get there, we do a little welcome ceremony with the kids. They sing so beautiful. We'll talk about that. And then we go up there, construction leaders like, hey, we're going to be laying brick. CJ, mind you, there's a local, like she said, there's a local construction team that are there kind of watching everything we do. So they're not necessarily building, but they're there to make sure that, okay, we're doing everything to code, to standard. We ain't going to, jack it up, things off level or whatever. So my kids are there. Jesse's 10, Jordan's 12. My brother's kids are there, 10 and 12, Joe and Jamie. The oldest person there is 75 years old. We got a 75-year-old man there. My dad was 73. Another dude was 73. So I want you to see the range of ages, everything between, male, female. And again, as we get to know people, some had a stroke, some had a this, some had a that. That's the group that we're working with. So it's misfits, if you understand what I'm saying. These not construction people.
Yep.
Dude was like, look, this is how you lay a brick. We got the concrete stuff mixed for you. The construction company will do that. Here's your responsibility. The bricks are here. You're going to lay them like this. We lay one level like this. We put the mud down. They call it mud, the cement. He's like, you get the trowel. Boom. My man just gave us, bro, I'm talking like a 15-minute tutorial. Brick.
So when we when we about to set the block, you want to make sure the block is level with the string.
Of course, it's closer so you can hear. Since the
of course, it's not going to be level with the string now because there's no mortar in between it. But you want it level with the string, and you don't want it touching the string.
Bruh. Wow. And then again, you just watch. When I say one accord, you just watch like, all right, I'm not really comfortable lifting the bricks. I'm gonna do this. All right, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. And bro, it just happened. Kids involved, everybody. My dad, it just happened that my dad and the two other 70-year-old dudes end up back at the one side of the building. Like it just organized itself in a way. And I'm just watching like, okay, this is interesting. And then she was laughing at us because she's like, yo, the time that it'll take you to lay one brick, they can lay probably 10. So again, understand the perspective. It's not about you coming here and trying to build this thing fast and help the world and change the world.
Yeah.
No. Let's really lock into the process. And when I tell you, bro, I'm talking about, bro, I'm watching my kids put the thing on and get the bricks and understand and asking questions and understand construction. And the local construction crew would just kind of come around like, hey, you might need to take that brick back up. It was funny because, again, we knew you put just we conservative, right? You put a little bit of the cement on there, you put the brick on, bro, and it's like a peanut butter sandwich.
Yep.
The way they want it is like, it's a layer, like it has to be 8 inches.
Yeah.
So they had this string that they would just move up every layer of bricks that's exactly 8 inches. So your brick has to align with that string. So they would just walk by, they could look at the string and it's like, nope, we got to redo that one. We got to redo that one. But again, in the process, we learned, bro, that day we laid, and it's not a big building. Don't get me wrong. It's a classroom we're building, but we laid like 4 layers of brick in that morning. Bro, again, misfits, bro. Just 4 layers of brick, and we had to stop because what they'd do is, I wish Maul was here. Maul could probably talk the construction talk. But we do 4 layers of brick, and then you literally fill with concrete. Because remember, the bricks got holes.
Right.
You fill it with concrete and rebar at that 4-layer mark. So again, that
Got
rebar.
to have that rebar.
That rebar.
Got to.
All right. So again, just making sure the structure is solid. So we did that first day, break for lunch. And again, all inclusive. Lunch is prepared. Bro, I'm talking about, and it blew our minds because we were concerned, especially Jesse don't eat nothing, bro. Just eat rice, potato.
Yep.
That's pretty much it. Chicken, fries, whatever. But we got there, bro, and literally every single day it's rice, some kind of chicken, peas, whatever. It's vegetables galore, fruit galore. So food is not an issue at all.
Yeah.
Like we're taking care of food, and they're making you eat, bro, 6 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Every single day, it's done. So 11:30, go wash your hands. It's time to eat. One of the hard things, and we were prepared for it because my brother had done his research, one of the hard things initially was watching what the kids were eating versus what we were eating. Think boarding school. So if somebody's cooking for all 300 and some of these kids, bro, it's a big old, like a pot. Big old pot. And a lot of their food is just corn-based because it's obviously cheaper, easy to grow. And dude is in there, bro. It's a wooden shack, just smoke coming out everywhere. And my man is in there with this big stick just stirring,
like
bro.
a porridge.
Literally. Yeah. So they do like a porridge in the morning.
Yeah.
Like a porridge in the morning that the kids drink, and then they'll do like some corn-based, something with like beans or something for lunch. But bro, we in there eating. And again, at first it was weird, but I do understand the concept of, again, put your mask on first. Like I can't go out there and help you if I feel tired, if I feel sick. So they took care of us in a way. And again, their job is to build people. So they took care of us in a way like you ain't got no excuses but to go out here and work.
Karl over there eating a porterhouse.
Oh, bro, we eat.
Babies.
I'm talking about we eat.
Yeah, Karl. Come on, I know you. No, I get it. I definitely understand.
So it was weird at first seeing that, but again, understanding the concept. So that was like the Friday, dude. We did have, like, I'm talking about like 4. So the building was like maybe 16 layers of brick up. We did like 4 in a day, in half a day, really. So we just like, whoa. So anyway, weekend we did church, and church was in one of the villages, not all the way up, but like maybe 30 minutes down. And they built this 1-day structure, they call it. It's literally just some pillars and a roof. And bro, if you see people, I'm talking about we in the church full, and the grass is full all around. Bro, people just coming out, just like, whoa. So volunteers, again, my dad, the Phillips family got it's 10 of us. We got put in everything. So, you know, Glenn, my brother found a keyboard, see?
Oh, Lord.
My brother found a keyboard that was this, but it folds out into a full-size piano. So all he does is music. He loves music. He got his kids in music. So he took care of music. My dad actually preached. And bro, they're singing, man. Incredible. So anyway, Saturday. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, we are back up there doing the work. And again, 2-hour commute, waving at the kids the whole time. What do you call it? They split the group Sunday, Monday, Tuesday now into, they had a group of people that were going to do vacation Bible school in the community. So they kind of split the group, and they had a lot of teachers. My parents both teachers. They had an older lady, Miss Wilson, beast. Miss Wilson is a beast. She is, and she gave us some of her story. She was one of the people that was getting protected by police going to school, just so you get context of where she comes from.
In the States.
Little Rock?
She come from that. She gave us some stories about some stuff she experienced and just had to sit there. She's like, yo, everything in me, she's like, it was God that kept me from just either dying like people spitting in the whole night.
Dying.
Yeah, right.
Sure.
But she is now one of the people that she's in charge of that section. And bruh, she got a spirit of, I loved it so much. She says, let me warn y'all. Then she's talking to the VBS crew, Tamisha and all them there. That's I'm hearing about it because I'm not doing that. I'm on the construction side. But she said, we're going to plan that there's going to be like 100, 120 people, and there's going to be about 300 kids there. She's like, that's what happened last time. So let me just let y'all know. We don't have enough supplies. We don't have enough food. We don't have all that. But we got God. So don't come in here getting panicked when it's blew out. Let me just warn y'all ahead of time. It might be blew out. Bruh, Tamisha told me it was blew out. She's like, bro, with so many kids in there, like there was not like breathing room, standing space, but they still did their thing. The kids, the second day they went back to do it in a neighboring village, she said the kids literally went and picked petals of flowers as the bus was coming down, lined the whole street, road, whatever, with just flowers as they were coming. So they're servicing hundreds of kids there. And then that's what I think. It was so rich, bro, to see their level of appreciation. And again, like the one thing that I thought, the obvious thing is like, we're so fortunate, we're so blessed, they don't have stuff. Like I was like, God, I don't even want that stupid thought.
Right.
Because when I got there and realized the joy that they have, like it flipped for me real quick. It's like, man, they're so blessed. Bruh, I joke. My allergies, as soon as I landed back here, bro, I couldn't even breathe properly when I got here. Bro, I ain't sneeze, sniffle, not one time in Kenya. Not one time. You know me with allergies. Not one time. So again, how you want to compare it? They don't have toys, but they got love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They don't have the resources. Their water may not be as clean as ours, but they're playing together with the little piece of whatever wrapped with a string, and they're playing volleyball and enjoying it. So anyway, we continue with the construction, bro. We in 3 days, and this is the part where I talk about One Accord E. In 3 days, again, we got to set doing Vacation Bible School. They're doing their thing. In 3 days, maybe 4, we literally get this building done. Like a full classroom, people that don't know nothing about construction. I'm talking about my dad and these 2 other 75-year-olds on top of scaffold. Bro, I'm talking about in the air, grabbing bricks, concrete, wheelbarrows, and we're looking at a structure done in 3 or 4 days. And I'm just like, yo, I'm not trying to be funny, but the world is a joke, bro. The world is a joke. The amount of time that we talk about stuff and don't execute on stuff.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Bruh, shit, the leader, Loretta, I was like, Loretta, the one thing that you failed me on, I was like, you've been an incredible leader. The one thing you failed me on is how do I re-enter back into the world? Because having this experience so rich, how do I go back? She says, I don't know. I was like, what you mean? She's like, that's why I keep coming back to this.
Wow.
Because she's like, yo, when you go back, and she, again, not, knocking nobody specific, but she's like, yo, we sit in board meetings all the time, bro, and we trying to change the paint color and it take 2 months. We just, in 3.5, 4 days, built a classroom that these kids are going to their life forever changed off of a classroom. The classroom cost, she gave us the numbers. She says that classroom cost $40,000 to build. I'm like, bruh. $40,000 to build, and this is gonna change these kids' lives forever.
How big was it?
I'll get the dimensions. I don't know, but
about the size of this room.
I'm saying maybe a bit bigger than this room, maybe a little bigger than this room. So it's not huge, but again, a couple of days, bro. So
bathrooms.
Again, dorms are built before, and they got a cafeteria built. So they got a couple structures already. Their bathrooms are already built as a part of that before. So we got like a kind of big bathroom that you could go in.
Did y'all see the kids' living quarters at all?
Yes. So not before. So again, the 2 dorms were built already. So when I got here, I see the dorms that are newer structures now. So they're straight.
Man, but you don't know what they was living in 5 years ago.
Bruh, the staff room is half of this room. And that's divided into 3 sections. The principal's office, the assistant principal, not all of and that's the other part. Not all of the teachers live there. I don't know how many, but not all of them live there. So again, almost 400 students and less than 15 teachers actually staying there with them, bro. Insane. Right. The staff room that's supposed to hold all of them, CJ, is that cubicle. So
I said Michigan State University.
Legit. Your office at OSS was the staff room for the teachers. Legitimately that. Wow. So, and here's the deep part.
Should have sent them that video to
BTC.
The teachers refuse to get anything done for them until the students are taken care of. So, bro, you could just see character integrity all the way through the process. Yeah. So we get to the closing ceremony. I'm trying to fast forward because there's a second half of the trip. So that part, incredible. We get to the closing ceremony. And again, the kids do their marching. They got Pathfinders now. It's like Cub Scouts for people that don't understand that. But, they march. They got music playing. They march us into the building, singing songs, thank you, whatever. They did this poem, a couple songs. Bro, I'm talking about everybody's teared up. Let me show it to you.
Oh, praise God.
So this is called a shuka. And it's like their garb. It's just like a blanket.
Yeah.
But they brought one up. They had the students line up and bring one up for each one of the volunteers, bruh. And when I tell you it was emotional, bruh. Yeah. So from there, we walked up now. They marched in 2 lines, and all the volunteers were between them walking, trying to march with them. They're doing some marching, dancing kind of stuff, music playing. We go up to the classroom now. And of all things, bruh, Jesse and Jamie, my niece, they get to cut the ribbon, right? In the opening ceremony.
Yep.
Then Jordan gets to go open the door, and everybody's walking in, and they start singing this song, When We All Get to Heaven. Bruh.
Oh, yeah, you was done.
CJ, I'm teared up again now, bro. When they start singing,
right
because it's one thing to grow up in a church. I tell people it's one thing to grow up in a church and hear, sing all these Christian songs, but you're on the other side of the world with these kids that really just don't have nothing. Like, this ain't no joke. You seeing it and experiencing it, and they're singing with a resolve that, like, in the song was like, this is cool, but y'all, when we get to heaven, you know what I'm saying? So that walking into the building, and then the building's small, so you got probably, I don't know, maybe like 50, 60 of the kids walked in with us singing. Bruh, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, this was around the NBA Finals. Bump the NBA Finals. I had just won a championship.
When we all get to heaven, what a day of rejoicing that will be. When we all see Jesus, we will sing and shout the victory. Oh, what a blessing for those trusting something every day. Just one glimpse of living glory, which answers the praise of God. When we all get to heaven, what a day of rejoicing that will be. When we all see Jesus, we will sing and shout the victory.
What do you think when you look at their joy, and where do you think it derives from? Just because I'm trying to think of, like, what's their Western influence? Like, what Western influence do they have?
So again, not at the school.
They had TV?
No TV, no internet, no computer at the school. You had one or we'd see people in the villages with phones, but I didn't see nobody no kids ain't got no phones and nothing like that, bro. So
did the phones have internet?
I'm not sure, because again, we just driving on the bus and I'm seeing people, you know what I'm saying, with some phones and stuff. So I'm not sure. Okay. I don't know, but at the schools,
just trying to figure out. Again, and I get it fully. You know, we got a chance to serve at the orphanage, and you watching the joy that they had as well. And then you go into a classroom here, and it's like, you know, it's like mean mug. We got our guard up. You see bruh sitting there, he like these, he don't want to talk, he pissed, you know what I mean? And it's like the culture there, like, bruh, that's why I already knew when you said it was 300, 400 kids and 15, I'm like, bruh, let me tell you something. We went to that orphanage, you know, the guy who owned the orphanage is a pastor. You know, he gonna give you a sermon. When I tell you them kids, bruh, the kids 2, 3 years old, he talking the whole time they like this. I'm talking about they ain't nobody cutting up, ain't nobody like looking on. I'm like, bro, what is that? I'm like, we lost that some kind of way.
I kept thinking, see, like, yo, it's 400 kids. I'm not trying to be funny, bro. I got 2 kids and they're fighting almost every other day.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just being real. It's 400 kids, bro. It's got to be a brawl at some point, bro. We there. I ain't seen nothing, or if there was some, they settled it among themselves quickly and continued playing, bro. It was like that. So
I think though I grew up a generation before that didn't have. You know what I'm saying? Like the generation before, they didn't have. Like, I'm sure it's Western, so it's different. But to, you know, that point, they were living not having clothes or like they were giving hand-me-downs. You know what I'm saying? My mom just talks about like it was a grip of them. It was 14 of them. So it's like your older sister stuff came down to your stuff, and then it went. And so it's like, yo, we didn't have food. Like if we had meat, like that was like a luxury to have meat. You know what I'm saying? Like we ate beans. You know what I'm saying? And so I look at that and go, oh, we were fortunate because we came from that. You feel what I'm saying? So for us, it wasn't a thing of we had, but what we had the hope of we're going to have. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I'm gonna be honest. I really do think hope is a powerful thing. And sometimes we don't want to hope. We don't want to hope, but you got everything, so what are you hoping for? Right. The Bible said, the Bible's like, you don't hope for what you already have. You hope for what you don't have. And that hope of, hey, one day we gonna go to school or we gonna work or we gonna do, you know what I'm saying? And so me and my cousins, you know, I don't know, in y'all time, because y'all had video games, by the time y'all was like, you know, whatever. Bro, we was literally playing water, it rained. We racing sticks in the water. Like that was our play. Like we didn't have video games. You know what I'm saying? Like we didn't have PS2s and we had.
How old are you?
We didn't have that, bro.
First it was racing sticks.
No, we were literally racing sticks, bro. So in the water, you put your stick on there, and I'm talking about you running down the whole block to figure out who we playing hide go see. We playing tag football. You know what I'm saying? We playing tackle football in the streets. We playing baseball with a tennis ball because you don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it was just crazy. But I look back and I go, this is why we were so close, because these kids, you could play a full video game by yourself. Like you could actually take this device and be by yourself all day if you wanted to. Like we didn't have anything that entertained us. Well, you had to be with somebody else to be entertained. And then the relationships that happens in that. And so she was even talking in our what do you call it? Currency versus
covenant
to currency. He was just talking about from an emotional standpoint, our relationship, like the relationship you have with people. That like don't think that we just need principle, but the principles come from the love that we have for each other. And I just think not the least you have, because I still think it's a mindset, but for real, when you have too many options, that's what you fighting over. You know, you fighting over all these options that you have, and it's like you want your way. So again, I don't want to say poverty. I'm not going to say that, but some kind of way, not having everything makes you focus on what's really.
Well, and I think there's a move back to simplicity.
Yeah.
You know. Overall, right? And you know, you do get. Man, you got you the internet, you got your all your stuff. Like you said, sometimes, you know, you want to walk in the crib and it's just, you ever feel overwhelmed? It's just too much. Too many options, too many things going on. It's TVs, it's the computers, it's
multiple
laptops.
TVs.
You know, it's dishes, it's, you know, you like, dang, it's just stuff. And then you see somebody who has none of that, who seems to have a higher quality experience at life.
Yeah.
And you like, yo, how?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how is that possible? Because we're taught the exact opposite.
Yeah.
The more stuff
more
you
you
get,
have.
the more you have, the bigger the house, the bigger the, whatever, the phones, the computers, the laptops, the more access you have to, should equate to. And it's like, it don't necessarily work like that.
Again, the leader did a good job with us of saying, let me warn y'all, you're going to get attached to the children. The worst thing you could do is go give one of them kids something.
Yeah.
She's like, do not give them no money. Don't do nothing. And she's like, not in terms of being heartless, but how you explain to the other 300 and some kids that you just gave that one something, because they gonna know. She's like, don't mess up their community is what she was saying. Jesse took like a whole bunch of dolls and stuff, and Jesse ended up not giving, her decision ended up not giving to it because she heard what the leader was saying, and she was like, y'all want to give it to them? And the leader was like, hey, as a child, you give it to your friend, that's cool. You playing with them? She's like, I can see that being okay. Jesse was like, I don't want to mess it up. But to that same thing, like you add anything to that, and who knows where that goes.
You add your world.
You add your world to that world.
That's something.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna get, and it's like now that could turn into something. So they were like, no, don't. We gonna take care of the school. There's some kids that need help funding. Like, there were a couple of orphans there that she was like, hey, what we're gonna do as a group is we're gonna raise money for the building. We raise money for the school, and then there are a couple of orphans that we can help take care of their school and board for it, that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, so that was that part, right? So. Incredible experience. Like I said, one accord on another level. There's 19 people that I know every one of their names right now.
Wow.
Every one of their names I could tell you right now. Don't quiz me, but literally, like I got 19 new people in my phone. We got a text group, people still checking in with each other, the whole nine. So again, that part of the thing, incredible. I could talk about that for another 2 years. No exaggeration, but they structured the trip in a really good way. So work is done. Right, they did the last church service with them. So I did Maul. Shout out to Maul. I did have a couple hours of some inner turmoil.
Eagle. Hey, listen, Maul whole life is inner turmoil.
I had and what they explained again, ignorance. I didn't understand this, and Didi and I talked about it. Didi's like, yo. We think that everything they have is contaminated. Their water is not contaminated. What it does have a different microbiome. So there's different bacteria in their water than is in our water. Your body don't know nothing about that.
2.5 star.
I wonder, do you got to take all that stuff to come to the States?
No.
Yeah, we had to do so. So a lot of the stuff they recommended. COVID. The only thing that was compulsory is we had to do these malaria pills.
We took them too.
You took the malaria. We still on them now. We got to take them
over there.
Yeah, you got to take them for like 10 days when you get
after,
back.
Yeah, we got to still take them.
Finish stars out. I'm wondering.
No, you don't. But let me tell you something. Maul need to take them. He need to just take malaria pills
regular every day.
Once a day vitamins.
When you work out.
Yeah.
Doing this workout.
Prebiotic.
When you want to be regular as bad as you want to breathe. Come on back, Maul, so I can roast you.
We had 2 out of the days my stomach was just not settled, but I could function. The third day I had to go on ahead and stay. Yeah, I had to sit that one out.
You weren't building no house.
We weren't building no houses on that day.
He was building houses.
I was laying brick. I was laying brick.
Different way.
But yeah, I had to stay at home with that one. They call it traveler's diarrhea, but it's E. coli.
Oh, for sure.
But I had it literally a day, a half a day, really.
That joke could be catchy. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. Listen, yeah, no, that when you go to a third world country, then you gonna
be weird.
Yeah. You want to succeed as bad as you can.
Listen, I was straight. I don't know what I did. I said my grace before I ate what. But I was good. But
and they told us, again, shower. Bro, I shower with my glasses on, so I didn't put my face in the water. Like, they're like, don't ingest the water. Just bottom line, do not ingest
ask
the
Maul
water.
about that when
Maul did a full goggle. Maul forgot.
Y'all must have forgot.
They gave us bottled water. We had so much bottled water. Like,
oh yeah, no.
It was out there. Yeah,
so what about brushing your teeth?
Bottled water. Everything bottled water.
So you must have caught.
Listen, I don't know how I got caught up.
How you forget?
But anyway,
Asking.
so we get
yeah,
done.
that's when it get
We get
you.
done with the school, and the second part of the trip. Now we kind of got to.
So
do
you
the,
were sick on the second part of the trip.
No, I was sick literally the transition. So this last Saturday they went back for church services, and then I sat out. So I didn't really miss the work days. I missed the Saturday they were going to do church service together, all that. I sat that
Was it
one
just
out.
your stomach, or did you feel
Just my
terrible?
stomach. Just my stomach.
Oh, okay.
Literally, I was fine. We're talking to you, and then I'll be right back. Just stomach. No throwing up. Just everything went down.
Yep.
But again, the explanation is it's a different microbiome that your body's trying to figure out. So it's just trying to flush everything out as quick as possible. So we leave there and we travel. It's probably about 3-4 hours to get to. We go see. So two incredible things. Number one, the Maasai tribe. So this is the tribe that y'all probably know. You ever seen these tribes that they jump? They just jump, bro. They jump high.
Okay, pause right there.
Gotcha.
Because the suspense is killing me. Did you see the Bodhi tribe? Did you catch up with our brothers in the Bodhi tribe?
No Bodhi tribe. No Bodhi tribe.
Damn. I just knew we were going to see the Bodhi tribe. For those of y'all who don't know the Bodhi tribe, the bigger the belly, the
you
more
the king.
stature you got.
You the king.
So I was hoping that Carl went and saw our brethren over there.
They would have been disappointed with Carl.
Oh, they would have
Got
definitely.
kicked out the
I
village.
failed.
Oh, Carl would have
They
been
got
a
kicked
rump.
out
I
the
failed.
Okay, all right.
So no, the Maasai tribe is like one of the largest tribes indigenous to Kenya, and bro, we just got to go literally meet them. You know, kind of walk through their village, everything, and you know they welcomed us, bro. Dancing, singing. Jordan and Glenn went out there and tried to jump with them dancing. Incredible.
You're not here.
No, I call cap on a couple of things. The dude said, number one, they're all family. So it's one of these polygamous tribes. His dad, he said, so it's like the son is giving us the tour. His dad, he said, was 87 years old. And they all, some kind of way, his kids, cousins, something, they all connected. But he was saying, this is what I call cap on. And I don't know. He said they had to get married.
Boots on the ground.
Boots on the ground.
Where the fans at?
He said to get a girl, and again, this sounded like back in the day, to get a girl, they had to go spear a lion. So the more lions you spear, like the more women you could have.
Let me tell you something.
Taking them out.
Ain't nothing like some motivation with his bare hand.
So
Brother killed the bare hand.
he literally
to kill
had
the
like
lion.
lion skin that we got photos.
Yeah.
Everybody just kind of putting the thing on and all that. And like I said, they took us into their village, bro. And they have the women are responsible for building the homes. And they're like these mud homes, bro.
Did y'all see any animals out there?
It's coming. It's coming.
Okay.
So no, directly, no. So there are herders. They got cows, sheep, like that kind of stuff. They just got grazing animals all around them. Like that's their thing. They only eat meat. They only eat meat.
Yeah, I can move out there.
They ain't on no. My mom was like, y'all, you know, my mom on the health. Y'all don't do no vegetables. My man was like, meat. That's it. We don't eat nothing
your
else
mom
but
ate
meat.
meat out there?
Yeah, my dad ate some meat. I was like,
Really?
yeah.
Was he straight?
Oh, he great.
They meet out
Great.
there, so I'm sure it's
He
clean.
Yeah, it was like something they cooked that had chicken in it, and he already put it on his plate. And my mom was like, "Hey, that's chicken." He was like,
Yeah.
"What you want me to do? Like, I'm in Kenya. Like, what we gonna do?"
Yeah.
So anyway, bro, and I got footage of it going into the little mud hut, bro. It's a mud hut, and my man takes us in, and you can imagine it's little, but bro, they got that thing in 3 bedrooms. Wow. He's like, "This is where the kids sleep, right?" And we got like a little kitchen area there. It's just like a fire, like some wood with a pot on it. I guess if it get cold. Oh, that's one thing that I forgot to mention. What do you think the temperature was out there?
It's been like it was in Michigan these last couple of days. With humidity.
Bruh, 55 to 75.
Oh, wow.
55.
Yeah,
I'm talking about
it wasn't that hot in Ghana, but it was hotter than that. We probably had like 70s, 80s.
our hottest day was like 75.
Wow.
Bruh, unreal. So beautiful
Is
weather.
it winter over there?
It is winter over there now.
Okay.
So, but they said Kenya's still kind of temperate. They don't get to no 90s like that. They'll
really?
get mid 80s at their
You
hottest.
just think, I'm telling you just think
Bruh,
Africa. You think
100 degrees,
exactly.
dry, desert.
Now Egypt?
Yeah, that's different. Yeah, that's different.
117.
That's different. So Maasai tribe again, walking through, kids sleep here, a little pot. my man got, this was the funny part. This is where he and his wife sleep, but then right across from that is where guests sleep. I'm like, who's the guest? Who come into your house? Are y'all, what y'all really got going on? But again,
where them fans at? Where them fans at?
Drawers on the ground.
So just, again, incredible experience just seeing that and how they live.
Yeah.
The only thing I call cap on, and I'm going to show y'all this one. Tell me, I'm going to find the photo. Y'all tell me what's wrong with this photo.
Yeah, no, it's
I had to call cap on this one. I was like, something ain't right here, and I'll let y'all into it.
yeah, you can't have the guest room. Yeah, I guess you just
Hold
ask
on.
them
Where is
to leave
it?
for a minute.
Different culture.
Oh, you think it just go down? However it go down?
Look at
Not
that.
with the
Look
baby
at that real
right
quick.
there.
And just tell me. I just call cap a little bit. What you see?
That's all cat right there. That's all cat.
What you see on his hand?
Oh, he got Apple Watch.
He got an Apple Watch on. I was like,
You mix a little old with the new.
I was like, all right, maybe the new generation bring it in. Because I'm just saying, you show me mud huts, bro,
shooting lions
with
live
no
in it.
electricity and y'all sparing lions, but you got an Apple Watch. Where you charging that at?
Yeah, bro.
Wow.
I'll just leave that
I
there.
don't know. Is it sun? Is it charging? The
And I'm saying, my man,
solar boy.
I don't know, but I'm just saying, I'm not clowning my man. I'm just saying, like, my man had an Apple Watch, so hey, whatever it is, it
They
is.
got a little modern something over there.
Maybe it is. Times are changing. The Western
going to the
influence is
village.
coming in.
Yeah, he leaving the village and
And
going
going,
to the city.
that's what
or
I said. He
something.
going somewhere else. But anyway, now for the last part of the trip, bro, we stayed at it's a hotel, but it's literally like cabins in the mountains, but it's literally on this Maasai Mara park. So for y'all listening, y'all have heard of the Serengeti, right? Of
course.
Serengeti's in Tanzania. It is an incredible, I'm talking about thousands of acres of just what God created. That's the best way I could describe it.
Yep.
So Maasai Mara is literally adjacent to that. Another couple thousands of acres of just, I told people, just Lion King. You watch Lion King?
Yeah.
That's what we experienced. So we're staying there, and this spot is 4.5 star. Wow. Like legit. We in the mountains. Like I come out and I'm seeing the mountain, the sun going down over the mountain, but we're literally at the edge of this whole Maasai Mara park. So you ask about animals. This is all their land, the Maasai tribe initially, but the government has it protected now because, it's literally, you name the animal, lion, lions, giraffes, elephants, you name it, hippos, gazelles, hundreds of just there. So we do this tour. 2 days, CJ, 2 days. We just in these kind of off-road vehicles. They got it in a way where the roof of the vehicle actually just goes up. So you could stand, like I'm standing looking out all over these plains. See, I can't explain to you. As far as my eye could see, and then times 3, 4, 5, there's more land. And just animals. I'm talking about like, we literally rolled up on 2 cheetahs just laying down. Like I'm talking about like 15 feet. Like I'm talking about there. Like we just driving and they're there. And I think some of the animals, they're used to the vehicles going in and out of there now. So it's not like this, they're still natural wild animals, but they're, acclimatized. So, they just sitting down. It's the middle of the day, and they just chilling out the sun. And they get up, look around, cheetahs. Then we drive from there, it's elephants. The elephant, we driving down again, bumpy roads again. It ain't no paved road in there. It's just natural. And there's an elephant, gigantic. The driver will start backing up out of there. He's like, I don't know what y'all know about these, but this ain't what you want. Let me get up out of here. He reversed the car, and then the elephant eventually went off to the side. But when I tell you mammoth animals.
Yeah, he get mad. He could do something about it.
That's what he said. He's like, that thing do this, and we gone. He's like, it ain't no joke. But, I want y'all to imagine as far as your eye could see. And the animals in their pockets, it's not like animals everywhere, but as you drive, it's just a full herd of wildebeest. Like what? Warthogs. Gazelles. And again, I just laugh. I was like, God, I know you didn't create animals eating each other like that, but even in the sin that we have, it's so many more gazelles than lions. Like, so there's a real balance in nature. It's so many
You ain't
more.
have to tell me that.
I was the dude kept saying these are, and again, I can understand what he was saying. He kept saying there were Thompson gazelles. I wanted him to say Thomas so bad. I wanted him to say Thomas so bad.
Gazelle.
But he kept saying they're Thompson. But when I tell you hundreds of them, what do you call it? Antelope, just there. So imagine just driving through that for 2 days, just watching and seeing animals in their natural habitat. Bro, we getting selfies, me and my brother, Tamisha, Tina, there's a giraffe right there. We just stopping and doing selfies with the animals. And again, it's all trucks just going
Sound
through
a
there.
little bit more authentic than the one we went to in San Diego with the kids. You know what I'm saying? We thought we was doing something, E.
This was, bro, as natural. And I
real
said,
deal.
so when you just stop and just really process that, bro, like I said, I cannot put it into words. We're going back. So the hotel is on the edge of the property.
Yep.
Bro, we're going back to the hotel one night. To your house next door, there's a giraffe. My room is here. We walk into the room and there's a giraffe just right there by the room, just grazing. He see us coming. He's like, man, whatever. And he just kind of walk on out of there. But it was, bro, when you saw
Incredible.
the herds of wildebeest and gazelles and all of them chilling together, zebra, they all just chilling together. We ain't see nothing. We ain't see no National Geographic attacks and nothing like that. We just saw them natural, just chilling.
Yep.
You always got, zebras are, bro, deep. They're never looking the same direction. You got 2 or 3 of them. They're always looking opposite directions, just as a self-preservation kind of mechanism.
Yep.
And again, with their stripes and all that, you don't know which is which, the lion coming or whatever. Like, you don't even know what to attack because there's 2 or 3 of them and the stripes are all over the place. So they literally are strategically standing, stuff that you would have no idea. But we got to see this, bro. We got to see a lion pride. So we're driving one day, and of course everybody want to see the lion, right? We saw the first day we saw like a group of female lions just laying there, probably like 15 of them just laying there, bro. It's middle of the day. We talk about it. They sleep for about 20 hours, so they just sleep. We roll up right on them, here to that wall, right on them, and they just sleeping. Second day,
was y'all caged in? Or?
Yeah, it's kind of it's. Just think like almost like Jada's car, the Ford,
Jeep.
the Jeep kind of thing, but the roof could go up bigger, but the roof could go up. We got windows that could open and look out and all that, but they're like, don't get out that car. And none of y'all do not get out of here.
If I got to tell you that.
Right. Yeah. So second day, dude, we roll up and there's a male lion. We didn't see the male lion at first. We saw like 2 lions laying on a rock there. This is probably like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. They're just kind of in the sun. They're on rocks because what the driver was explaining to us is that the grass gets damp, like dew in the morning, and they're cats, but they ain't like all that moisture, so they will go on the rocks. So the drivers know where to go to kind of find them. Sort of. Again, it's thousands of acres.
Yeah.
But he said each pride would literally have a 30 to 40 kilometer radius. Like when they talk about marking their territory, they mark that much of a territory. Like, do not come in here. This is ours. But we roll up and see, at first it was only 2 of them. So you kind of see one on the rock, and then out of nowhere, bro, you just see like 8 lions just get up and start walking over. And we're like, where they going? And we didn't get close to that one because it's morning. I'm talking about like, this is now, bro, peak time. So all the other vehicles out. And again, this is what the resort is known for. So people, I never heard of it. People all over the world come there. Apparently there's a big migration that happens like in July. So a lot of people fly there now. So it's all of these cars and all that are there. So we're kind of in the line to see it. But bro, the lions cross right in front, the front 2 cars. And just walk over to the other side. And then as we get over there, you see the male over there by themselves. And the dude was explaining us that the males they're loners. They don't be with the pride like that. They're loners. So the dude, all of them walk over there, bro, and the driver was telling us, watch the interaction. Every one of them have to go like pay respect to that male. So they walk by and he literally just kind of flexed up a little bit, and they'll just go rub on his shoulder or something, and they just go by and sit down, bro.
My family out to this.
They need to see this. You don't get that every morning.
They need to see this. Yeah, they need to see this.
But then you could see there was a younger male, which we assume is kind of like his juvenile teenage son, came by and he just kind of gave like a "what up, pops?" Yeah. Like, bro, you could see these interactions, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, I cannot put this into words. Like, you could see the interactions, and we just standing there for probably 20, 30 minutes just watching these lions just live. And it's just like, wow. So, bro, when I tell you incredible experience, man, like I got so much from it. But like I said at the beginning, that one accord thing to see people, bro, again, with all kinds of life. And again, as we get to know people, we finding out somebody got diagnosed with cancer we finding out there. Somebody else had somebody pass there. Mission still got completed.
Wow.
So we finished going back to the school. We did the building and painted 2 other classrooms that were built before we got there. That was a part of it. And we wanted to start. There was another building, the foundation was laid. We didn't get to start that one, but all of that, bro, in a matter of a week and a half.
Wow.
God, that's good.
No, that's
Unreal.
incredible, man. And I told you, I've been waiting to hear it. Thanks for sharing. I mean, I think, man, it's so much perspective to be had in that. And I'm telling you, man, traveling
Best.
and seeing stuff, sans the E. coli. No, but traveling and it changes you, man. It changes you.
How many hours ahead was Ghana?
It was only like 4 or 6. It wasn't a ton.
We were 7 hours ahead.
Yeah, it wasn't a ton. I think it might have been 4 actually. So the time difference wasn't that deep, but yeah, man, just traveling and seeing different stuff and it just gives you a new lease on life. And you come back and you go, I was stressed about what again? Right. Like I got stressed because we had a water leak in the basement. Like that's what almost messed up my whole day. You know what I mean? It really does give you a perspective. And so, yeah, nah, man, we had some similar experiences in Ghana. Not quite as, I would say, involved as yours, but definitely some experiences that were eye-opening and things like that. We talked a little bit on it when me and Maul did our thing, and I'm sure he'll have more to share, including Maul when he got back. You know what I'm saying? Being shut down. But, nah, man, shout out to our Patreon fam. Y'all are amazing. The family is growing. We pulled up. I'm going to wait for Maul to get here, but we pulled up on, I don't know if you saw that. We pulled up on our Patreon members. We were in Chicago, and she was like, "Oh wow!" She had a baking business. Shout out to Trinice. She was like, "I'm wherever she was at," and it so happened to be me and Maul was gonna be in that area, so we pulled up. Yeah, that's good. Popped up, and it was
nice.
fantastic. So, shout out to Trinice and everybody over there. But we'll talk a little bit more about that. But yeah, we really just wanted to use this episode, man, to catch up on Karl. I ain't seen Karl, talk to Karl, nothing. And so I wanted to catch up on the travels, man. Thank you for sharing that. I'm sure, more will come to light as you reflect and, get going. But for now, that's all we got. You got any announcements?
Yeah, summer school.
Summertime.
Yeah, I was just in Shy yesterday, so summer Shy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, please, get your kids. It's free. Get your kids on. We had some explosive stuff. One Friday, Neo got on and crushed it, man. Crushed it. We got CJ and Toby coming up. I got one of the coaches from UConn, 2-time champions, gonna walk kids through what they need to do to put themselves in that position. Yep. AJ Brown, Anthony Ramos.
Yep. Shout out to Ant.
Yeah, so get your kids in, man. I'm talking about, here's the deal. It's not a break, it's a bridge. And y'all seeing it as a break, and y'all letting y'all kids get a break. This ain't no break, it's a bridge. This is, hey, you spent maybe 9 months with a teacher teaching you. Now you need to spend 3 months with yourself. And when you look at Kobe, when you look at the Kobe Bryants of the world, bro, they was like, hey, let coach do coach, but then I got a time that's sacred to me where I'm going to invest in myself.
Yep.
I'm going to take care of myself. I don't know if it's true that LeBron spent $1 million on, but he spent something on himself that everybody else ain't doing.
He's still there.
Yeah, and the summertime is that. It's the time for you to take care of you. You know what I'm saying? So it's free. Sign up for it. We're going to make sure at least 3 hours a day your babies are engaged, and so, yeah.
I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all go subscribe to the Patreon, patreon.com/S2S podcast. Exclusive content on there. Karl, I'm sure, will post some of his travels on there. So you'll be able to see visually what we talked about there. And like I said, man, we're going live, and who knows, we might just pop up on you. So shout out to y'all, man. We love y'all. We out of here. We'll see you next week.
I want you to focus on here right now. Don't you worry about when you get home. You concentrate on this opportunity. You don't worry about tomorrow. You concentrate on this opportunity with all your might, with all your soul, with all your heart.
Thank you so much for rocking with us as always, right? We don't take it lightly, guys. And we hope that we've provided transformation and not just information. We want you to become the best version of yourself, right? Make sure you check out the show notes to access all the important links and get your product discounts. Now, one favor we're asking of you, do us this favor. Make sure you subscribe and leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. We want to know your feedback on how we can serve you better. And if there's anyone that you think could benefit from listening to this show, please, I'm begging you, please share it with them. And remember, as E always says, if you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful.